Let's get you guys out of here. Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco 49ers, Sunday Night Football, 3.5 in favor of the 49ers at home over the Cowboys. 45 is your total. Well, Adam, it is, listen, it's a game of the week. It's 2 Super Bowl contenders. It is like everything that we're looking for, in trying to figure out, the mismatches and who has the advantage here, who has the advantage there, all this. If there was a 3 that popped on San Francisco, I'd probably play it. It's probably not going to get there. I think 3.5 is pretty appropriate in all this. I really wish I had advanced analysis in all of this, but I think the 49ers are the better team. I'd want the push equity in the 3 if I could get there. I think 3.5 is just a little bit too much for me because I do believe still in the Dallas Cowboys. I think the total is about right. I think this game kind of plays into the 20s. What am I missing here? There has to be some sort of edge that I'm missing.
So I think the line is right? I make it San Francisco 3. I have no problem with it being 3.5 because I think what you have in that line is you have a good adjustment for both home field and for Kyle Shanahan over Mike McCarthy, right? You got it. You have a better quarterback in Dallas, and you probably have a better defense in Dallas, but you have a better offensive play caller in San Francisco. They have played the 2 weakest schedules in the NFL to date. So you can fairly say that you don't know a whole lot about either of these teams still. I didn't learn any more about Dallas last week in wrecking Mac Jones because what we've seen to give us a good impression of Dallas is wrecking Daniel Jones, wrecking Zach Wilson, and wrecking Mac Jones. So what do we know about them right now? On the other side, we've had the Brock Purdy conversation over and over again. It doesn't matter whether he's good. I went back and looked at Brock Purdy versus Dallas in the playoffs last year, and Kyle Shanahan essentially didn't make him win the game. And I think Kyle Shanahan can always put him in a situation to not have to win the game. So the edge for me is maybe on an over, maybe on a slight overrate of San Francisco's defense at this point of the year against an Arizona team that last week, if Zach Ertz can put 2 hands on the ball at the end of the game, they would have given up 24 to Arizona. So I think the only way that I would get involved, and this is echoing some sharper people that I've listened to, is over 45, but otherwise I'm passing.
Steven, we look, two good teams. I think we all agree on that. 2 good defense. I think we all agree on that. 2 premier pass rushers in the league. We all agree on that. There's so much that you kind of go tit for tat with each of these teams, right? I think just at the end of the day, there's just one more weapon. There's just one more everything on the San Francisco side for me, which is why I do lean in that direction. I want the flat 3. You and I were talking about this earlier in the week. You want the flat 3 as well to try to get there with all this. I don't know if we're going to get it. We know Cowboys are a popular team. So maybe as we head into the Island game, maybe they get some last minute love and we get an expensive 3. But that's kind of where I sit with all this. There's not a whole lot that separates these 2 teams in my mind. But like I said, there's just one more thing along the way on it. There's one more weapon on San Francisco's offense. There's one more player on the defense. There's just one more everything that kind of leans me in that direction.
One of the biggest things that stood out to me is Dallas's complete drop in red zone offense and converting red zone possessions into touchdowns through the first month of the season.
Right.
And I think that's directly related from going from Kellen Moore to McCarthy. So right now, the Chargers are top 5 in the NFL in red zone touchdown rate after being 54% last year. They've gone from 54 to 69% this year. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have gone from 71% last year red zone touchdown rate to 37% through the first month of the season this year. I believe that is McCarthy. I mean, I think Kellen Moore is a great play caller. So San Francisco, by the way, much better than that in converting red zone possessions. They're 7th in the league, converting 67% of the time. Just to kind of go along with what you're saying, like just a slight edge in talent to San Francisco. Dallas's defense is number 13 in pressure rate this season, but they require a top 10 blitz rate to pull that off. San Francisco has the number 11 pressure rate this season, but they are bottom 10 in blitz rate. That's going to make it tough for Dak Prescott. And the other side of this too that I'll just mention is that the Dallas Cowboys may be able to take advantage of that 49ers offensive line. That is where my concern is, because quite frankly, both of these teams have played cupcake schedules to start the year. I think the 49ers have probably played a little bit tougher of a schedule, but other than Trent Williams on the 49ers offensive line, the pass blocking grades of the other four guys are not numbers that inspire confidence. So just put it that way. So I still think slight edge here to San Francisco. I do have them rated higher. This isn't going to help the three of us, but I think for a lot of our audience, it will help. If you shop around, because this game is so big on Sunday Night Football, sportsbooks are giving you odds boosts for Sunday Night Football. And you can take an alt spread of Niners -2.5, get it under a field goal, use that odds boost and get it to normal juice or better at -110 or better. So that's the angle I would play if people are looking to play San Francisco. Should help at least the majority of our audience.
Guys, everything we do absolutely free here at The Line. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section, what's your bet of the week? What game do you think we got wrong in our handicap? And what do you have confidence in from a contest standpoint this week as well? Let us know. Again, head over to thelines.com. Upper right-hand corner is the Discord button. You heard Steven reference that a couple of different times throughout the course of the podcast. That's absolutely free as well. You can get in there, talk NFL all day, every day, if you want to, with everybody over at the staff. For Adam, for Steven, I'm Matt. Good luck on all your Week 5 bets.